That's just Dota in a nutshell. I'm sorry, Banks. That's what you got to deal with. Trent, man, we were talking about the Lesh. We kind of like the idea of it during the draft. What do you think?
You're so humble. You brought up the Leshrac, and it was a nice-looking Leshrac game, and then the Enigma came out. It's like, wow, they got to play pretty fast. Definitely does look like a good Leshrac game. So now that means you have to completely ride on Na'Vi. You don't actually get to choose anymore because you suggested this Leshrac. You've put the curse of this tormented soul upon their team. But I do like it. Lesh has been popping off in a lot of the games that I've seen him lately. Now, mind you, he's almost always exclusively been a PL counter pick, but a lot of that applies versus the Naga too.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's getting mid lane matchup there. I think I heard somebody giggle again.
Espresso is showing us his items again, dude. What's going on?
I have no idea.
I mean, to be fair, he's bringing up some good talking points. Ilias has a Sage's mask, and Slayer has a Sage's mask. He's like, what's going on? Why do they both have a Sage's mask? That's wild.
I can't believe that. I mean, I think that's one of those things where like you sort of learn it when you're doing some casting stuff. They tell you, oh, you can't ping items in the thing, but nobody tells people that anymore. It's like, you're not supposed to ping items, y'all. Whatever, it's fine. We love them. Espresso.
It's all because Light of Heaven isn't been casting lately, so I haven't seen him ping shrines,
that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a montage of every time that Light of Heaven pinged a shrine. I think there's a way you could do it where you look through the chat logs and see whenever like shrine has been.
I don't think YouTube allows videos that long. I mean, I've seen like 20 hours before, but this would be miles of footage.
True enough. Well, let's talk a little bit about the game now. Na'Vi, they pick up 3 bounty runes, playing fast. It feels like we're always in these situations where we have like archetypes of a draft. One is the big long cooldowns of Virtus.pro. The other is like the short run at you of Na'Vi.
Yeah, they have the assassination style of this Void Spirit. Doesn't really matter what lane he's in. He kind of plays the same way every time. He builds Yules and then just looks to kill people. And until the enemy has the BKB, it's just such a crazy good setup for the assassination. So BKB heroes this game, these are not like really early BKB heroes,
True enough. Yeah,
I'd be a little worried.
Or like ever BKB heroes, potentially. Crystallized down here facing off against Rezo with Zayat in tow. I will say that I sometimes feel a little bit strange about like just Void Spirit as a whole. It feels like the right click damage is sort of weird in this game coming from Na'Vi. Like the only real tower hitter is that Lesh with the Diabolic Edict.
That's okay. That's all you need. I mean, when you're Void Spirit, you in the offlane, you don't even care about your right click because all you ever use the Astral Step for is closing the gap to Yule somebody and then setting up for your Riki to kill them. As that last right click is Ilias.
Ooh, burned out. Oh my god, that was close.
I would have panic salved there for like that one tick just to live, but he did the math. Kept himself free of being first blood, and now Solo turns with his own heal and then ruins the salve of Ilias. So just gonna keep chasing him.
Yeah, I mean, there's times where the Ancient Apparition feels super duper strong and hard to deal with, but this is not that time. This is not that moment. And Solo instead is the lane bully, who's, instead of using it on his carry over and over again, he's just allowing himself to be a bully. But has he overextended a little bit? Pulled back in a little ways. Solo
that was pretty expensive. That was like a salve and a use of the Shadow Word for the harassment he put out. So I call that one maybe a little not worth, but perhaps Pasha missed enough last hits that it was okay.
Down bottom, Zayat also going to get found out there, and Slayer going to draw first blood. Early level 2 in that Maledict, making Tree's life a little bit worse for the wear.
Yeah, Witch Doctor has become pretty popular as a position 5 lately, simply because of the versatility he has in the laning stage. Like, he can secure a lane for pretty much any carry with the heal, but he also lets you punish these tankier off-lane heroes, or supports in this case in the tree, by utilizing that Maledict. So when you have a hero who can be a little bit more aggressive like the Riki and not a super passive carry, then you're better off enabling him through the cask and the Maledict, as we've already seen. And looks like Zayat is trying to go after some couriers, perhaps?
He's got to be careful. Can't get caught out again. That would be quite bad. But it is kind of interesting, though, because, we talked about Witch Doctor, being the strong hero to deal with the tanky offlaners, all that good stuff. But at the same time...
Did he looped all the way around and got back in time to body block the small camp?
Nice.
Oh, there. Now I showed Espresso how it's done.
Amazing stuff, though.
With my alt pinging.
The thing I was going to mention, though, is that out of the heroes that have been picked the most times, Witch Doctor, 14 picks, only 4 wins. Not a great win rate, irrespective of that. So while he does provide a lot of utility in the laning stage, it feels like there's sort of a fall off that happens with him later.
Yeah, I definitely like playing the hero, but I'm also a bit of a hater in terms of like his mid game because unfortunately he's just not that reliable. Like sometimes you find these perfect moments for the casks and everything, and you can legitimately just like win a team fight and stuff. But a lot of his value comes at like level 6 when he gets the ulti and you like smoke and just try and solo kill someone with one other hero.
Well, and if he's not careful, he can just get pummeled down there. Malefice and a couple right clicks from Xayah, and suddenly he's about a quarter HP as the Tan go up and back out, but showing the strength of that tree armor against the Maledict. Pretty good stuff. Mid lane, rotation coming over by Ilias. They do have a DD rune up top here, which Leshrac can take for himself in just a moment.
He doesn't have a bottle though, so it's not like it's a devastating loss for no one or anything.
Yeah. No one should be pretty okay here. Had an amazing, well, very interesting couple of games, it feels like. That Invoker was a little bit suspect, as DP earlier looked solid, and getting back on that comfort hero again. Watching to see if he can sort of pop off in this one is get some good aggro there on a magical. Has 8 stick charges as well as the fairy fire, so he's definitely not going down as this gets the bottle delivered to him.
Yeah, he's got the 5-minute bounties coming up soon that he can refill on, so he just wants to push this out, maybe spam the next wave, and then go up to his runes. Looks like Ilias is already going there to secure and also get more stacks for him. Oh man, he's gonna get double stack here on the AA again. Ilias has been, this is perfect from this AA.
Does he get it?
Oh, that last centaur, damn you.
Get your boots on. Nah, that's the worst feeling. I mean, that's one of the ways when you can like start cutting down some trees maybe to make the angle a little bit better, things like that. There's some stuff you can do, but it's tough. DP gets very low mid, and I mean the big story so far to me is that Naga has just not been touched in this laning stage. ILTW is getting everything he wants.
Look what Ilias just did. He walked over here. They had the observer ward already down. Now he's put a sentry, so he knows that he's covered here. And he's pinging from behind. They want to go for a big dive onto no one. This is risky.
He just got level 6 on no one and is bottling up. Yeah, I don't know.
Back off this here. This is a no-go now.
This is a little crazy. I mean, he's only level 2 on A. They're TPing in the Rubik, and they're going to just pop the tree ulti, try and run, see if they can make this work, but they do blow him up. No one goes down.
Okay.
So magical. Able to make it work.
Yeah, I did not believe, but cutting through like that was pretty good from Ilias. Has to be careful with the bonds. Get a little low. He's gonna TP home. Uh-oh. Whoa, that creep.
Is he living? Oh my god. Hey, that was nuts.
That's the second moment he's gotten the math just right.
Living on a prayer. We're halfway there. God, I want to listen to that song now.
Yeah. That's the best thing about casting crazy is it just get crazy train stuck in your head the entire time.
Is that what you get stuck in your head? Not Gnarls Barkley?
Yeah, no, that's not my jam.
I love that song.
I mean, it makes more sense when, you know, they're winning and stuff, but that's also a rare occasion. But either way, back down on bottom, we have a cask and a jump in from Crystallize. Is Rezo dead?
Think so. Yeah, full chase down. He's going to drop, and Slayer is not going to be punished afterwards either. So that's a nice little pickup for him. Crystallize having a very good start. Granted, it's not quite as good as the Naga, I think. Naga is really the big winner here.
Yeah, but that's Naga.
That's fair.
She's going to do her thing.
Are they going to get another kill? Dude, Zayat, he's going down too. They're actually just kind of feeding down here. They just keep on getting jumped. I mean, what do you do against this lineup, though, I guess? Like, he's just going to pop, right? Yeah, he's going to pop to that one. Player, another kill. Killing spree for the Witch Doctor.
Well, feeding the Ricky is like the worst thing you can do because he's the one hero that isn't guaranteed like the good start. I feel like everyone else is going to be okay because Lesh can do stacks and Void Spirit's Void Spirit. He's solo killing solo. That's going to be a nice chunk of gold. Solo kills just super worth it here. Is he ever so slowly gets it?
Eventually bring him down. Dude, Navi striking on all lanes right now. 5-0. I mean, this is looking pretty good for them.
Yeah, now you want to just start running it down with the Leshrac, right? He's already cleared up all those stacks, so big boon for him. And now he's going to fight through this living armor with the help of the Edict. So now the next big play for them is going to be the Void Sphere initiations in combination with the Ice Blast, because they're going to want to look to just initiate onto no one, blow them up right away, and then go for an objective directly after that. Now that they've actually got a ward right on Rezo, they're going to start the initiation once more. He needs a lucky bounce, and he gets it.
No, Rezo, are you kidding me? How does that happen to him over and over? And now the chase down happens. One more tick of Maledict is going to do it. Dude, this has been such a value Maledict game.
That's so stupid. I can't believe he gets that unlucky with that bounce.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hey, man.
Dire's top
Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you're just that good. You can anticipate.
It's all skill. Yeah.
Magical takes the tower top, so they're losing out on that lane too. No one is like just farming up a jungle in the meantime, hoping to pick up some nice items along the way. Crystallized did take a lot of damage down bottom, but this Riki is still completely fine. And Slayer's going for a freaking Necro Book. Dude, this is like
they just had to support Dazzle not do this, and now P's going for it. I guess that was VP's Dazzle, but still.
Yeah. It shows
they're rotating everyone down here because they need an outpost, and they're just trying to find which one's gonna be easier for them to secure for themselves.
Oh my god, does he get lucky again? Not as lucky at all, but it might not matter. Resolution's still taking a lot of damage. He's gonna heal coming in from solo, so that's gonna keep him alive a little bit longer as Pacha takes down Zayat yet again. Slayer TP's out, finishes just barely. So again, Na'Vi able to get away with some positioning. They're not taking it yet.
They better get there. This was like the whole point of your rotation, guys.
Oh, did he get there in time?
Oh man, that was close.
Let's see. The timing, is it just there?
It was too late. They blew that.
That's crazy. I mean, anybody could have just walked with the Naga and like added on a little bit of extra and it would have been done, right? Like,
yeah, and maybe they just didn't have the best vision of the area and they weren't sure, but I feel like that was like the best part of that rotation down there, was just help secure that XP, because you really want to Untreant and Warlock right now, right? So you can actually defend these towers. Even if they're long cooldowns at level 6, at least you'll get some fight out of them. Crystallized stalking no one here. This is a tough kill, even with the Void Spirit there.
Dangerous. They don't have level 6 yet on A, but they are just going to blow him up. Holy crap.
All right, that was not nearly as tough as I thought it was going to be.
I haven't heard many Void Spirit lines. That's a good one. I like that. That's easy, chat. Yeah, 8-0. I don't know. You know, you got a Naga Siren with an Enigma. There's always that big late game potential with the team fight setups, and maybe that's what they're trying to do now. LTW does have a point in the song, and Resolution was moving over, but Na'Vi not going to give him the opportunity. They take down the tower and just going to retreat out, farm up the rest of the map.
And Pasha, after that incursion in the mid, is already back up here, just doing his thing again, hitting the wave, getting rich, and looking to head in towards that free killing item of the Yules. Zayat has the potential to set up on him, though, as he is the Treant Protector. Maybe, like, punish him if he wants to try and keep pushing out this section of the map.
Right.
That would be a very nice comeback potential for them, but still not the easiest. It would like require Black Hole unless the DP has Silence, which she doesn't. Oh yeah, she just got it actually, so at least they have some possibility.
Yeah, that's really what they need.
This is your moment.
Setup. Pasha, Overgrowth not used. He's literally just farming in front of all of them. He doesn't care.
Yeah, the double Astral Step is just like so much of a problem. He can just like Astral TP.
You know, it's that thing that we always talk about with these like big fight lineups, right? You need somebody that can kind of go in and make stuff happen to set it up for the big ultis. Because you don't want to just like drop a rock onto somebody, you know?
I mean, you can when you have 3 big ultis, though. Like,
yeah,
right?
It's true.
I think they actually could have got that kill if he had Midnight Pulse, but with the way Enigmas tend to build now, he couldn't do it because he couldn't get through the tree line.
Right. Riki continuing to stalk LTW here. Who is still just playing around this area with Slayer moving over and having those Necro Books. He decides that he does not want to fully go in for this. Crystallized still hanging out around this area. They dropped down a Sentry Ward, which would spot out the Riki, but Riki immediately backs out. And with 4 heroes down bottom, there is nothing for them to do with the smoke.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They were really going for the kill smoke here, and this is, again, the part of the map where, as you said, there's no objective. They can't really make their way to the tier 2. The tier 1's already gone, and you still have a Void Spirit just farming the top of your map. So if you're Virtus.pro right now, the first item would be really nice on DP. It's going to take a while, but I don't think you can really take a fight without it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you look at that kill that happened on her over on that hard camp, and it feels like, this is normally the position where DP is so much more tanky, but she's just been like completely shut down, it feels like. And they have so much kill potential with Ilias level 6. Everybody's grouped together here. And they will see that Crypt Swarm, we'll see the DP farming, Resolution's on the other side, dropping down this ward, which scouts out the rest of Virtus.pro. And it looks like they're going to back out on Navi after they see all 4 heroes.
The other problem is you don't want to just like Overgrowth, Exorcism, and Rock one hero, because then after that they're all just gonna like face rush you right after with no spells.
You see right there as well.
If they set this up down here on the Naga.
Oh my god.
That would have been pretty wild. If they, because that could have been a kill.
And then instead they're gonna lose Zayats. The jump in comes. They're thinking about dropping the solo ulti, but the silence is already out. Dissimulate dodges a lot of the damage. They're chill chasing, but Crystallized looks to escape. Ilias, he will fall. But that was everybody rotating over and Golem used. And now setting up for round 2. The turnaround is there. Witch Doctor Ultimate onto Resolution. He's taking a ton of damage. He's dead. My goodness.
Oh, hits him with the pre-death voice line too.
And you see this, like, just barely missing out on this observer ward back behind the area of the jungle there. Feels like this warding's super important in these games, and Navi are killing it.
Yeah, Slayer's just farming, dude. He's got his necros out. So yeah, Witch Doctor life. I am so farmed. I'm more farmed than the Enigma.
He's gonna be more firm than this Death Prophet pretty soon. Dude, Sioma has never had this much gold in his life.
No, I don't think he has. 5-0-1. I have to be watching that streak, son. Good thing they got nerfed. Could have been bad.
God. This is already just like... I mean, again, if there is ever a lineup that has the capability of being able to fight their way back from something like this, it's the Virtus.pro lineup. I mean, Naga Song into a black hole, it's a tale as old as time. It can wreck you. But if that's actually going to happen is another story.
The key is the measured aggression from Navi. They can't do anything too crazy, right? You do not want to feed 3 heroes into a black hole or something here. And this is a good start. Pasha. Oh, that was so close.
Recognizing danger, and he just backs up. I mean, Navi are making the right moves, right? Magical takes down that top tier 2 tower. They see, okay, nobody's coming to contest him. They must all be here. Now Resolution, right next to Slayer. They find him. They kill him. And I mean, it's all good and well to have a combo, but if your heroes keep dying, and Crystallized chasing down ILTW now, the net to try and turn this one, but Pasha shows up. Solo still has, well, actually nothing to keep him alive. They're just going to try and walk away again. Zayat up on the high ground had the overgrowth available.
They know he's there.
Yeah. Just going to back out and feel comfortable with it. They don't have to fight right now if they don't want to.
I can't believe he lived there.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, and that was all without Leshrac, right? He just completely absent that whole time. His Void Spirit helped to run them down. Another tough game for Rezo. I feel like, wasn't it last game like 0-5-1 or something?
Oh, God. No one. I mean, I don't know what you do against that. Like, he needs that Yule Scepter so badly. But
I mean, even the Yule's probably doesn't save you, right? That's why this AA is such a hard counter to this hero.
Yeah. Oh my God, Witch Doctor's going Dagon. What a freaking boss. Please do it, Slayer, please. Oh, is he gonna get another 200 gold? He's looking for it.
He wants to farm those illusions, you know?
That's fair. I mean, I think the real reason is he wants to Maledict and then Dagon somebody. That's a fun build. If anybody,
That sounds terrible. Why don't you just pick Necrophos if you're going to build? Why don't you just be Slacks if you're going to do that?
Because you can go mid Witch Doctor and, get Maledict level 4, Dagon people, run around the map. It's great. Dagon 5. Let's go.
Delayed kills. High skill.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, 18 minutes, 12-2, and
Hell yeah. Oh, look at that Sentry. It was so close to catching these wards. So they're all in their vision right now. This is like such a good moment for VP. If there was ever a time where they could create something knowing that they're going to get multiple heroes, this is it.
oh, they're looking. They want it. I don't know. Do you think you go like Blink Dagger Naga? Am I crazy? Just like go all in on the fight? Is that insane?
Unfortunately, he can't afford it. I think he just like the Naga is your anchor. She's like the only one that's getting gold right now, and she has to invest that all into stats and damage. I don't think the initiation would be enough because Blink Dagger will only enable your spells, and these spells all have really big cooldowns.
Okay. I feel like there's so many times where Virtus.pro just like they want to find that like one moment and it needs to be there instantly, and oftentimes the Naga is just like not in a position to take that fight. But maybe that's the hope, is like when they go high ground or something, then they can take the fight afterwards. Tough stuff. Pete right into Navi. Elias spots him right there. Ice Blast onto 2. They pull it in. 8th Remnant jump through. Yule Scepter trying to control Pasha, able to back away, but the Witch Doctor ultimate off on the side. Slayer, absolute god. Oh, LCW.
0-1, dude.
Dude, you guys gotta run, hide, get away, try to hold on to the siren, but it's not happening. LTW hoping to escape, and Solo was able to get out of there. The net is down, but the coconuts are bouncing. My man's in some trouble. Warlock ulti coming down onto all of them with the fatal bonds. Rezo just wants to black hole, but they can't find a target. ILTW is going to die. Everybody is gone. Rezo wants to find a kill desperately. Crystallized might actually die here. So they take down the Ricky. A second kill. Amazing.
Yeah, but their hard carry Witch Doctor got out, so I think it's going to be okay. Man, poor Rezo, just like wandering around, waddling, trying to find that black hole to maybe save Crystallize in that moment. But sorry, not Crystallize, but ILTW in that moment. Couldn't find it.
Invisibility.
Dude, Slayer is just like AFK farming on this Witch Doctor. This is amazing. Oh.
I would love to hear his comms from this game. Just like, hold on, guys. I got some more neutral camps to clear out, but my Dagon's almost done. Don't go. He queued that Necro book so early. He was so confident that this was going to happen. He was like, it's a free Witch Doctor game. That's how he views Dota, apparently. he just knew.
It's like free, don't worry, I'll carry. Yeah, I like it.
They don't know what's coming.
He needs one of these bigger items. The Ironwood tree is not enough. He's not even taking the shovel, you know? Like, they just have the shovel in the base. That's crazy.
Crystallize pretty much has the Manta too, so them trying to find this like route into additional or like silence into follow-up can get more difficult once that's done. Now the Leshrac finally gets to that tanky point on the hero, which is very good because soon these abilities will come online for VP, and you know that you're going to be a big target on the Leshrac, and you're still an int hero, so getting through this blood zone super important for you. Besides just trying to get the Blink Dagger so he can be the one to start things off. They're going to go for the smoke. They're going to back up. No one. And LTW, they have the song. Can they do it?
Oh, Chain Frost bouncing, or rather the coconut's bouncing to back away. Trying to
Basically
live.
Chain Frost this game because they keep dying. You're not wrong.
Absolutely. Espresso, thank you. Frostbit. Silenced. Run away. They're trying to back it out. I mean, VP are taking this tower. It's happening.
They're waiting for that song.
Oh god, magical.
Dude, he's confident. So many times.
They control, walking forward, already kill off one, that's the Triad. They don't have any more follow-up. Crystallize in the back lines, able to get it. The black hole there is on to 3. Is it good enough? Don't know. He gets taken down. No one also is going to fall. Oh, and it's like a train crash. You can't even look away as the Naga will escape, but everybody else dies. Navi, unreal.
I think that might have been the fat lady there. Singing away is Navi, making this one look real clean. Now Roche on the menu. They did not find the connections. That looked kind of okay, but again, Navi tempered aggression. They didn't like go crazy, just like dive in. They kind of picked them apart slowly, waited for their moment, and ILTW just couldn't find that perfect song.
Yeah.
And that, again, another problem with these big team fight spells when you're behind. It's just like you feel this pressure for it to hit everyone, or it's just gonna be worthless.
I guess the thing about it that's really interesting to me, though, is like, did Virtus.pro need to get aggressive there onto that mid-tier 1 tower, you know? Like, that's the thing to me that feels a little bit crazy about it, is it feels, I don't know.
How do you find the 5-man play?
Defending high ground?
You're not pressing. Well, like that, you're going to be so far behind at that point. Like,
That's
you have
true.
the abilities, right? You have Fatal Bonds max level. Like, that is an ability that, even without items, just with, like, mediocre spells, can create a 5-man wipe.
Yeah.
And that would have been before Aegis. And the best counter to giant cooldowns is Aegis and buyback.
I guess that's a fair point. And, like, taking out that mid-tier 1 tower makes that Aegis fight better as well. So, like, it's one of those plays where you kind of have to go in for it, even if it doesn't feel great. You know what does feel great, though?
Yeah, is it a dig on Witch Doctor?
Oh, look at
Or is
my
it
man.
Witch Doctor?
It's a Witch Doctor ahead of a Death Prophet. Dude, I am so done watching Death Prophet games. This is amazing. This is like...
Oh, solo.
Great. Oh, God.
He's all alone.
Silence, taunted, pulled back in. Done.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This, speaking of heroes that can do everything, we always talk about Ember too, but like the Void Spirit, the way that he's the secondary build of the Aghanims is just so cool.
Yeah.
And it is a rough game. Like when you get stuck behind this guy and he's snowballing, it is so hard to play Dota. It's like, for example, you have the Blink Dagger on Rezo, right? But you don't have Ace for Dispel or Protection on the BKB, and now there's just one more thing that can just mess you up in these team fights.
Absolutely. And, you know, you need to have all of those items. I guess the only hope is to try and catch everybody in a Song Black Hole or
To
something
their
like that.
credit, they are healing their own tower, and they just got a lot of pressure onto the tier 2 down bottom.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Magical Force to come back and defend it. They were also cutting, I think, the wave mid a little bit with the Naga Siren.
Yeah.
I'm going to send out those illusions again. So there are ways for this lineup to sort of delay. It's an 11,000 net worth lead. I'll say this too. If there was ever a game to test, is a comeback possible? It's this game. This is the
All
ultimate.
these spells this far behind, yeah. God, they are so far behind. Like a Witch Doctor ahead of everyone on your team but Naga is worrisome.
Yeah. It ain't pretty. He's doing everything. Run around getting bounty runes. He's just spamming these necro books off of cooldown. My man is ready to go. Got Aghanims queued up next. I want to see him level up that Dagon.
Nah, you need the eggs. The infinite bounces now?
Does sound pretty cool.
Dire's bottom tower.
Well, 20 to 2. Game feeling real hard for Virtus.pro as the BKB now comes out for Leshrac too.
Man, he still has 2 minutes of his Aegis and he used BKB Bloodstone. This is definitely high ground time. I don't know if we need to be chasing people in the jungle.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Under attack.
If you're just wanting to really just sort of stick it here to Virtus.pro, see if they can find another pick. Like if they get LTW, obviously that's amazing. And they are going to break their smoke on him. LTW found out off to the side. Get him right at the beginning. Dagon punch through silence.
Yeah,
Oh, they got him.
You know why they just got that kill? Because Slayer stopped. He pump faked the cask so that he could wait for like the slightest bit of the animation for the song first, because that like slowed down the actual release of the song, which gave him time for Paz to get over there with the silence.
Dude, this is a beyond godlike Witch Doctor. There is no god but Slayer now. The Witch Doctor himself. Unreal. And he takes the Maledict tick instead of the cask bounces. Or no, the AoE, excuse me. So it's an even bigger AoE. Jeez. 21 to 2. Dude, what's the answer?
The real problem is that we don't have the GPM talents anywhere. They just notice his kill score. Like, what the hell?
They're appreciating it. Yeah.
Slayer's destroying us.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think Steel is probably one of those guys that's fairly well respected amongst the Russian Dota 2 community. Definitely, he's been around the block.
Radiant's top
He's pretty much been everywhere. He's been on like every team there too. He stands in for everyone all the time as well.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're losing, but you know, Slayer's having a good game. He's having fun. He is halfway to Aghanim Scepter, 15,000 gold lead. I mean, the real thing, though, that we haven't even really talked about that much is that you've still got this, like, Ricky that's out of control. This Leshrac that's absolute monster. Has Boots of Travel now done, too. That's going to be flying out to him pretty soon.
I don't tend to focus on these lesser cores. Ricky, call me when you have 10 kills. All right? I don't need to see what Crystallize is up to.
Well, I'll say one thing. Harry Freak over there, wherever he is in Ukraine, is just he's loving it right now. He is not going to be able to stop talking about it.
Oh, this is like the greatest redemption arc of all time. No, the true redemption arc would be if he loses. If this Witch Doctor loses, then this is just like, oof.
That's a good point. That is an unbelievably good point.
And VP, they found their magical moment last time. Of course, it was a much less of a deficit, but it was a very similar situation. And we know the Death Prop can shred with her spells alone. Is this the time? They got double blinks. Can we save the one?
Opening, thinking about it. The stun out, the Dagon out, trying to dodge away. The silence is there. No, we got silence resolution. No black hole from him. And Magical now controlling. The buyback comes from DP. She wants to get into this fight, but is immediately getting ran down. They buy back on the Enigma. He wants to get back into the fray. They're trying to take down this Leshrac, who is eventually going to die. No one, maybe overextension. He's trying to get out of there. Slayer made it able to escape. He's like, I'm not dying for you people. They do take down the tree, but an overextension from Na'Vi.
Oh man, no one was almost there with the Yules. That so good. Yeah, big kill. Double buybacks though, so still fine. At least they didn't use the black hole. They didn't have to use like all the spells or anything. They still have the song as well. I guess at this point it's 80 seconds anyway, so it's not the hugest deal. Ice Blast and going in on the Rezo.
Oh, Rezo. Almost gonna pop it. I think he is dead, but Pasha, can he get out? Control comes there. The root. Crystallize trying to throw out the silence to see if they can bring him down. And Naga also gonna be taunted, pulled back in. Pasha trying to escape, but the Nature's Grasp and the Spirit Siphon is going to find that kill. And ILTW has slowly built her way up into a heart.
Yeah, and the top of the scoreboard still, even after all this. 491 gold because of that streak as well. It's solo. A little unfortunate. Maybe not the best hero for it, but solo fashion. He'll buy a couple bracers and I guess start saving for eggs. Maybe refresher instead. Solo's a refresher buyer sometimes.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think that could be really good for him. Maybe, I don't know, there's not really anything else that I can really think of that like changes the complexion of this. Maybe a Force Staff, like you're talking about, could be good. I don't know. We'll see. So 25-4, 13,000 gold lead. ILTW song and just TP's out. Would have been dead otherwise, most likely.
Yeah, that was a good, super safe TP out.
But
that's one. Just gotta do that like 5 or 6 more times.
Okay. And you know, getting that kill and more importantly Na'Vi off that side of the map does give a pretty big opening now for VP to push out these lanes and make it harder for Na'Vi to be in position to push again.
Yes and no, because at the same time you also use these buybacks. So there's heroes that are extremely vulnerable to we just lost if they die, you know. Like they're not probably sure where these radiant heroes are. This is where the smoke begins. So the illusion vision won't help you. The Naga will be spotted here. No song.
In trouble. The heart cannot save you now. And Naga going to die. No buyback. God, what an anticlimactic way to end the game if this is how it ends.
Well, they don't know that she has no buyback. They're going to play assuming she does have it.
Right.
So they'll probably try and kill other heroes instead that don't have buyback. Like, because if she buys back and like TP songs or something, and then you might just like lose the fight.
True enough. Yeah, resolution blinks away. Saw those heroes moving over.
All right, Pasha.
Chasing. He's going crazy. Going crazy. Maybe testing for buybacks there as well. But Naga holding strong. They popped the glyph. And Na'Vi, I mean, Roche is up 2 now. That was a relatively quick spawn, so they could back up and try and take that if Na'Vi wanted to.
Yeah, I think they're sending a courier there now.
Spirit Siphon on a Magical, bringing him down somewhat low. So is the BKB, obviously, so won't end up dying.
And the courier will scout and say, oh, hey guys, Roche, Aegis cheese, let's go.
Rezo's just going to be a little bit afraid, but then realizing he can be fine and walk away.
Solo's giving Rezo the orders. You need to go down here and start creep cutting. Good luck, sir. It's the only way.
I mean, it really does feel like it's that type of game where it's, you know, the only hope that you have is a huge overextension by Na'Vi and then being able to find that perfect fight. Which granted, this lineup is amazing at punishing, but they also just got the big item. Aghanim Scepter Witch Doctor, baby. Let's go.
I mean, they kind of have to clump up in the way these fights work because they're just going to try and like overgrowth into DP ulti, so maybe it'll work out.
And then he's leveling up the Dagon afterwards. He's going for it. I mean, BKB is definitely the better item there, right? It's no question.
It seems, I mean, there's double cancel, right? Between the tree and the Enigma. So.
Well, tree wouldn't cancel it. The channel, or the root, right?
I don't know anymore. Damn world.
Well, regardless, 18,000 gold lead now, pushing in the bottom lane, Zayat. Hoping to force a rotation back, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I hate roots.
Yeah, they make life...
Fine, literally replaced with the Warlock ulti then.
There you go.
Now we're good. I found my second necessity.
Is Resolution gonna live through this? Yeah, they're fine. Are they gonna, like, I guess Crystallize showing down bottom, and now they have to just get out of there. Rezo's scouting with his Centaur Conqueror, can pull the waves back and forth if he needs to.
And it's pretty funny how he wound up exactly where Solo drew. He's like, you need to go sit here. He's like, okay. I will camp here. I will keep converting this. I will keep grabbing stuff with my helm, and I will try and delay this game as much as I can.
And they are going to be able to push out mid a little bit here. LTW is getting towards... I mean, he's still so far away from a butterfly, but you get a Titan Sliver, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, not bad. Base bonuses for a Naga, very good. I'm waiting on this Aghanims. That's all I care about in this game at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the big waiting point. Can they make it happen? I mean, you can understand trepidation by Na'Vi, right? They don't want to like go all get caught out here.
They're just like scouting Ice Blast, killing creep waves now. Yeah, I guess, but are they really close to something? Shiva's is here soon. Shiva's all right. One of you guys is buying Shivas, one of you ain't. I don't think you need double Shivas. So pick a lane here, guys.
I mean, they're kind of running out of... It's like this weird snowbally continue run at you draft, Na'Vi. Feels like they should just...
I think it'd be good to wait for the tier 4s. That's probably all they're doing. The next neutral items. Kind of feels like a waste though with your Aegis. Okay, there's a kill.
Back in, and Solo going to die here most likely, although the control for the moment onto Pasha. Resolution there on the low ground gets the stun off, and he overextended.
I told you. That's the kill. Magical Void Spirit.
Magical? He's got to be careful here. He keeps on getting ran down. The net there. KB is available as well if they want to pop it, but not opting to go for it yet with this Aegis still being held on.
Tipping Pasha. They're old buddies. Yeah, that was unusual. The death into buyback trying to dive Solo. I guess Solo does have the double bracer, don't forget, thanks to all that gold he got early. He's still sitting around that 1800 gold as well. But yeah, maybe he was trying to force like a bad ulti or something out of them, like a song or a covering chaotic offering to dive onto Solo there. But tier 4 neutral items in 20 seconds. And the quest for VP to get out and try and find them for themselves too, I'm sure. Magical, half HP. This Aegis only has a minute left, so if he loses, it's not a big deal. He pops the Bloodstone. There's no one else here. Crystal is like kind of close.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, they can just go for this sort of like test out there, pull them back. Maybe they can bait out a good ult. But pretty...
Not sure who I'd even put that on the dire side. Maybe Rezo? He's like kind of okay, but he wants the Prism one, right? That's the Enigma money one. 20% CDI reduction. Oh yeah. Ninja Gear, that is nice. We need the winning team like this, trying to like set up for these kills. It only works if they're outside of their base though, but we've kind of reached that point now for VP. They're getting a little bit of freedom. And now they're going to smoke. They're going to front line no one. He's going to taunt a little bit, dance with the rainbow.
Can they find an open? They do have that timeless relic, like you said, on Enigma. Repair kit for no one, just that extra regen. Navi also going to make the wraparound over towards mid. Finds down towards go. But I don't know. This game sort of has that feeling like these next couple of minutes could suddenly be turned on its head. Like I'm taking a look at the win ability.
Yeah, I can feel the flame starting to tilt towards the Witch Doctor player, you know? Everyone wants to blame somebody. It's like, these items, eh?
I mean, you know, he's changed his build. It's like Dagon is not getting leveled up anymore. Going back for the KB. Magical runs in, up front center. Zaya there. And with the overgrowth, do they have any follow-up? BKB, Black Hole already out. Resolution under control and going to drop. Zaya's low, but the Witch Doctor ultimate. Look at the damage coming out onto all of them. The silence is there. No one's getting blasted. They kill all three. Navi making it work as LTW is going to lift it up afterwards and pull back in just a moment. Full control, but the buybacks are coming. Naga Siren able to get down. The Maledictic, my God. Never doubt there.
0-7.
What a freak god.
I can't wait to see this recap, how much damage you just did.
Dude, that Witch Doctor was like all of it.
Yeah, it's like, well, we don't have a cancel for the Enigma, but I can just start channeling this. 5,485 damage.
Dude, he almost did as much as like all of... What the hell?
I mean, it was a good spot for that, that's for sure. Popping a Dagon too. Man, this team's getting carried by this Witch Doctor.
He took the one Maledictic as well. Almost has a BKB done. That's it.
That is surprising. I guess because there's like not that many. I don't know. There's a lot of BKBs and Dispel. I don't really like the one Maledictic that much because it feels like by the time you're getting that last tick, they're either already dead or like they would have popped a Dispel or something. Especially when I have an Agonist. I am very surprised.
That part is weird. Quick pause for just a second. 30-6, but still, it is feeling like it's tough to break the base.
I would say one downside is that it's not really a rapier lineup for Virtus.pro. I feel like a lot of these games that we've seen, these insane comebacks, has been off the back of some hero that can buy like 3 rapiers and it feels good. Naga's not really that hero, you know? And then again, with an overwhelming amount of CC, she can be, I guess. If you manage to like land all of these chain stuns and big AoEs, perhaps it'll be enough control that even a Naga can abuse all that ridiculous attack damage.
Yeah, it's true. You kind of need to find that opening where like, you know, you're just free and clear to hit things, and they're never getting that opportunity for Virtus.pro. Like, I don't know. They need that perfect fight, and it just hasn't come around yet. Even that last one, like they just blew up the Leshrac.
Well, I guess we know what Navi's going to do, though, right? Just Roche again. Should be the plan.
40 minutes in. Ain't a whole lot else to do. That. Ninja Gear taken by the DP this time?
Yeah, that's not too great for... Is anyone going to use that? I mean, Tree, it's like kind of okay, actually. I don't know if anyone else can really use it. I mean, it's still better than Repair Kit, I suppose.
Well, Repair Kit's good for like the region. Oh,
there it is.
Sort of.
They got the Prism. We're good.
Did both teams get like pretty much the same items, it looks like? On that level?
Kind of, yeah. We just need the Minotaur Horn, right? There's the last one for VP, and I think it'll be the same.
It's kind of cool. I feel like there's arguments to be made why that should happen like more often. It's like a balancing feature, but there's like some teams where it's better to have other ones than, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
have their random element.
Want to bother trying to balance neutral items.
Okay.
Let the chaos run wild. Balance them individually, and I don't know. I was down with the lumber. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But then everyone's just going to argue about what item you should have gotten. So
Right.
let the randomness flow.
Well, chase forward. Pasha trying to find an opening here on to the Warlock. Crystallized jumps in. They get the kill. Easy peasy. Continued aggression.
Yeah, that looked a little bit more like what we were expecting last time. But Crystallized didn't want to make that same jump previously, I think, because they were like so close under the tier 3 that he didn't just want to get like double black gold, which would have been a very real possibility. So he'll just go back and start hitting Roche. He wants someone else to start it off, though,
Radiant's
so he can get all the free. Oh, no!
What?
Yeah, aggroed Rush, and then went invis, and Rush snapped his here.
Dare to attack me?
Come back here, you ghost.
Okay, so Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. And 31-6, still Virtus.pro hoping for an opening here. They're just gonna have to hold on till the high ground push eventually comes. Like with this meteor hammer picked up now on the tree.
This has got to be the end. There's no way. They don't have a spirit vessel unless some crazy gonna die, right? There's no spirit vessel. They have double cheese. Double cheese versus no spirit vessel sounds pretty broken. That is like 7 heroes and an Aegis you need to kill.
But what if they just kill them all at once? What if they just kill them all in one big combo? Isn't that a possibility?
Somewhat. I think Navi's actually had very good positioning for the most part of these team fights. I feel like whenever I see Zayats jump in, even if we hit the 5-man overgrowth, it's like 5 heroes on the complete outer perimeters of his ultimate. So they still can't follow up. They don't have this Darkseer to like catch them all in the middle of sleep or something.
Yeah, that is a problem. They need like that other hero to pull it all together, or hope that things can get chaotic. And the problem is they don't have that like item or rather the hero like an Ember or something that can start the fight in a way that's not heavy commitment. And on the other side, Navi definitely do with this Witch Doctor, or just Pasha or Leshrac. Like there's so many little things like that where they can sort of poke and prod and then pull them out of position.
Okay, this Void Spirit seems kind of busted with Spell Prism, by the way.
Yeah?
With that level 25 talent, 2.5 second stun on Dissimilate, it's on a, 8-second cooldown or something? Yeah, it's on a 9-second cooldown. It stuns for 2.5 seconds.
That's pretty...
And then he's also silencing you as well with his Aghanims.
Jesus. Okay. Well, they have a lot of things they got to deal with and not many answers. And with these 25s coming around, it's that next level of difficult to deal with. We're now like if you get the Dissimilate stun onto all the Naga Siren illusions, that just stops all the damage too. Naga not there as Na'Vi pressuring high ground. The plus side if you're Virtus.pro is that you can heal these buildings forever.
Oh goody. We have Repair Kit and Tree.
That is a hard high ground to break.
Yeah, someone was mentioning to me on the Twitter that Repair Kit got a pretty nice buff because everything got 500 more HP, right?
Oh yeah.
The tower. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh. Jump.
Good.
Resolution, control, dead, does have buyback. Navi, they've gone in kind of deep for this one, but they are not too afraid. So having that buyback super important in this stage of the game. They still have it on the Warlock, Enigma, and Naga Siren in this top lane, pushing in.
Let it go. Just keep pressuring.
Okay, 45 minutes. It's 29,000 net worth right now.
I don't really know what punishes Pasha if he just jumps in.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah,
I guess Yule's into stuff because he doesn't have like Lincoln's or BKB. Is the only issue.
They need like a sheep stick or something. They pull back in onto no one. Under control, A blast goes out. Yule Scepter has Flicker afterwards if she needs to use it, but no one. Under control, Witch Doctor ultimate down. Now gonna bounce over to ILTW, but with that Repair Kit and the Glyph as well as the tree armor coming through, Pasha still standing there up on the high ground and will not be punished. Jesus.
Well, he's got boots of travel, so he'll TV the top of the tower, push that out, and consider finishing out one of his items here. He's got the saved Aeon disc. You see this in his inventory?
Oh yeah.
Being very cheeky, waiting to unlock it for when he wants it. Kind of like what people do with the hood and the pipe the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense versus the Wombo combo, right? Because that's actually a way that he can break combo. That's actually such a broken strategy. He can break Wombo combo when you're not supposed to be able to. What a genius at the exact moment.
But not if it's black hole. That's the only thing.
Well, he'll still be safe.
Yeah, for a little bit. That's true. Crystallized, they have a gem? They don't. They do have dust, but no gem.
I don't think Na'Vi know where they are. They just ice blasted the top wave. They are so close to them right now.
Scary. Oh, the Crypt Storm goes out and they ping it immediately.
Like, whoa, okay, hold up.
Back away. But they're out on the map on VP. Are we almost at that next round? It's still a ways away.
Yeah,
16 minutes.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say...
That's tier 5. That's at 60.
If only.
I don't even know what they get that changes that stuff. Because like the problem is inherent in their heroes. Let's stop, maybe?
Do they have 10 seconds on this Aegis front? They could actually initiate on Magical right now. It would turn out well for them.
Okay, LTW doesn't have a ton of mana, which is one of the scary things. They do have the net gets thrown out, back away, stun from the Dissimulate, Pasha controlled. They have the hoof stomp afterwards from the Centaur Conqueror if they want to use it. Like you said, Aegis gone, but Na'Vi not going.
They're the ones getting tower pressure right now down bottom.
Yeah.
Very quietly, you know? No one's taking note of this at the moment.
They're calling for a pushback, but you can see that holding on to this side of the map, Virtus.pro are kind of in an awkward position, but it looks like it's going to work for the moment. Magical.
They're moving in too.
Magical runs into all of them. The silence is there. Ice Blast afterwards going to hit onto Solo, but only Solo. He's under control. He is going to die. Has a buyback available. They hold on to that outpost too if they want to get in and fight, but it looks like it's going to be a runaway. They caught him.
He didn't go for the BKB, but he also didn't buy back, so it's not that big of a deal. But they got that tier 3 bottom Solo. Oh, the last range creep.
And then immediately pushing out top wave as well. So still hanging on despite the 30,000 gold lead. If there was ever a game where you could say, wow, comebacks are real, it would be this one if Virtus.pro can win it. The panel called all Virtus.pro again, right? Am I wrong on that? I don't remember.
I think it was 1-1, but I'm not. I think you might be right. I think they went after the no one DP versus the AA. They were just giving good insights on all these. You know, I don't want to put them in a box. I'll allow them to sit on a fence if they'd like. It's okay. Fences are good right now, you know, all the distancing and whatnot.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dude, this Void Spirit seems like kind of a cool answer for the Naga Siren too. Like that and the Lesh, just Naga does not have a game. Keeps losing the heroes. And of course our man, Mr. Slayer, still untouched. 12-0-7. Runs in. Missile Blade. Trying to bring him down. Song of the Siren afterwards. It's on to 2. Is it going to be good enough? He's going to go for it. BKB Black Hole onto both of them. Do they have the damage though? Witch Doctor Ultimate off on the side. Rooted. It ain't breaking it. The Witch Doctor Ultimate's still going. But they will control up Zayats, try and take him down. LTW, no illusions to speak of. Even though they got that BKB, it was only the Manta style illusions, and Na'Vi lived through the burst. Silence onto the Warlock. Ulti has already been cast. They don't have the damage. No one gets bashed as they chase forward, looking for more. They have buyback on some more of these heroes if they feel like they need to use it, but there's just so little left in the tank. Maybe Magical here. Although I don't even know if these illusions are doing enough. They're bringing him down, but not low enough. Malefice out, still controlling. Crystallized takes down Zayats. The tree is dead, and Na'Vi still looking pretty as they finally able to break the base and moving over towards mid next.
It's hard to believe that's their first set of racks. They're going to now go for the repair kit, see if they can hold mid, and the song will be back soon. Another 15 seconds.
Black Hole still so far away. Warlock ulti so far away. The Ice Blast onto the Naga's head. The Silence onto all of them. Chasing forward for round 2 is Magical. As they buy back on that Naga Siren. Na'Vi trying to retreat a little bit. The Silence came out from no one, but they just don't have the damage at all.
Someone kill this Witch Doctor. 13, 0, and 10. Give me that streak.
He is so monstrous right now. 42,000. And yet still, Na'Vi do not feel comfortable trying to end the game.
Yeah, that Spell Prism could give them an opportunity to smoke out. Man, Magical playing a little aggressive right now.
But but like, what do they have to control them? There's nothing. Like, you just type another one. Come on, no one. Oh.
Oh, they're going for the abyssal.
Got him caught. Resolution gonna be done. No one gets hit. Crystallized chase down happens. Flicker away. Does manage to get out of there, but they have no Enigma. He does have buyback and black hole. There's maybe a chance. This could be their moment. LTW needs to hit it perfectly, but the control coming from Slayer. Dagon out onto his face. Song of the Siren. They're all grouped together. Are you kidding me? There's no freaking way. He needs to get back there in time. Trying to hit his maybe black hole on the floor. Do they have the damage though? The burn through is coming out. Slayer finally gonna be dead. But Pasha comes in, tries to turn this fight. Can they make it happen? Overgrowth, the buyback on two. Witch Doctor and A are trying to get back into this fight. They know that there is no BKB black hole at this point and no one under control. Going to drop. It looked pretty, but in the end, it is not looking like it's going to be enough as Naga Siren taunted, taken down, dead for 2 minutes. It was pretty, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough.
Yeah, the age-old counter is still there. It's buybacks, you know? There's these giant cooldowns. Shrek, he still has his bootstrap wire. He'll be back to help finish this one off. All Zayas can do is try and make plays here with his hammer and his blink.
Pops through a refresher so that way he has his TP back up again, and yeah, that's gonna do it. But so they run down mid, gonna try and take down these buildings. Warlock ulti down, along with those fatal bonds, with the jump forward and the kill onto Solo, as he is eventually going to drop. Resolution still 40 seconds until black hole. They're just trying to throw bodies at him whenever possible.
I will say it's slowing them down more than I would have expected, but now Magical starting to turn it on. He's got the ulti run, he's got the edict. He's ready to finish this one out. I mean, you have the plus 32 die ball and edict explosions. Once everything's out of the way, the buildings just melt.
It's true. And, well, the Ice Blast goes in again. Solo gets clipped by it. And the Ancient going to drop here. Zayat still trying to control Pasha, pulls him back in. They get the stun off. Everybody's dead. And good game, well played. 53 minutes and 52,000 net worth. Na'Vi take the series 2-1.
I will give them impressive patience on that one because that was getting a little bit frustrating, I'm sure.